is empowering. The campus is safe.
Her campus is family.
Hi, Jayla Scruggs here, coming to you live from Her Campus.
My name is Sam Foreman.
Hi. Today is Tuesday, and we come to you every Tuesday at 1 o'clock from the Union, and we're with the group Her Campus, and we're here to talk to you about different things going around at the university.
Yeah, like, for example, on the 13th through the 19th, I believe, there's Restaurant Week going on in Lawrence, and I'm really excited because I don't know about you guys, but I really love food.
Who doesn't love food at this point in life?
People that don't eat.
Yeah,
which is sad.
There are like several restaurants downtown going on, and then they have like free food and samples you can come out and try and different things. I think it's like 10 or 15 different restaurants. Do you know if you?
Yeah, I know. If you like sushi, was participating, and I highly recommend their spider crab rolls. Don't worry if you're arachnophobic. There's not really spider, just fried crab. It's really good. It's a bit expensive, but hey, it's really good sushi. I also know Limestone Pizza is participating, and the Mad Greek.
Another restaurant I'm obsessed with, Ramen Bowl, which I love. It's like an upscale version of ramen noodles, but you really won't get the taste of it. There's also Jayhawker, and who doesn't love Fuzzy's tacos?
People
like, come
who
on.
have never had Fuzzy's tacos.
Like, their shredded chicken nachos are like amazing.
Honestly.
And they stay up until 3 in the morning. Like, who doesn't love that?
Honestly, their shredded chicken tacos give me life, and also their shrimp tacos also give me life. Their food gives me life.
Okay, I haven't had their shrimp tacos. Are those good?
I promise they're good. If you don't like shrimp, don't eat them. But
okay, no, I'm obsessed with shrimp.
But
now,
also
like
possible. The ramen bowl is like just traditional ramen.
It is, and then it has like this other like little additives like mushrooms or this and that.
And they have vegetarian options and vegan options.
You really can't go wrong with ramen bowl. Like anybody who goes in there is gonna love it without a shadow of a doubt.
And my favorite part is that if you go in during a certain time, you get free appetizers.
Oh, happy hour! Mm-hmm. They do have happy hours. Okay, that's good.
Happy hours are made to make you happy. And the Mad Greek just put in a happy hour from, I think, maybe 2 to 5. Go downtown and check it out because, after a really rough week, you might need to be a little happy.
It's also sponsored by the Sunflower Organization downtown. And then they're a nonprofit organization. They just want to help better food for university students and then things around Lawrence. And then the sponsors are giving out gift cards so they can go out and help better the community and environment, other things like that. So guys, you should go check it out. It's the 13th through the 19th.
Yeah, and also since that's next week, it's their second annual one. So last year was the first, this year's the second. Be a part of history. You can tell your kids, back in my day when I went to college, I was part of the second thing ever.
Other things going on in Lawrence are...
the Granada. God bless that venue, because, let's see here. Tomorrow is Extreme Midget Wrestling. Who doesn't want to see midgets wrestling extremely? I mean, really, I just find the whole thing silly, but...
I mean, it's like something to go out and watch for sure. It's kind of crazy to think about, but like, why not? Like, if you have a free time tomorrow, why not go check it out?
I know a bunch of people are like really excited about it. Like some of the scholarship halls, like the men make a tradition out of like going to see midget wrestling.
So it's like the thing to do.
Apparently.
Oh.
And then around the 18th, I'm going to see this concert, The Deer Hunter. They're kind of like pop punk alternatives.
I haven't heard of them.
Oh yeah, they're really good. They have like so many albums out, and one of my favorite songs, free music tip for y'all, is it's called We've Got a Score to Settle. It's Red. It's on the Color Spectrum album.
Ooh, okay.
Totally
go check that one out.
I promise. If you like more alternative, grungy music, if you're still secretly an emo kid at heart like I am, please check them out.
Another thing tomorrow is the Study Abroad Fair here in the Union. It is from 10:30 to 3:30. You guys should totally check that out too. What else is going on? The casting call. You know more about that?
Okay, so some students here are like, film students are like, we need more people for actors. Please come out. They told me to tell you guys that there's going to be free food. It's this weekend, Friday and Saturday. I believe it's 12 to 5 on Friday, and then 5 to 9 on Saturday. Not 5 to 9. It's 5 to 9 on... You know what? You should email them at
examcasting@gmail.com. And then it's a student feature film. It's produced by Here, Kids at KU. So you guys should totally check it out. Come out, bring a headshot for it. They want you to do that.
They promised free food and snacks, so.
Okay. All right, guys, don't forget to come out to Saturday's football game. We played Memphis. Super excited about that. And then we'll be back to you with Joanna and Belle for news. Thanks.
A senior at the University of Kansas, began an online petition for student parking. The petition stated KU parking had without warning significantly reduced an amount of yellow parking spots in multiple parking lots across campus. As of this morning, the petition has over 1,900 signatures.
September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. HerCampusTV team will be joining the fight by raising awareness using the hashtag #ShowYourGold, created by St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And that will wrap up our news segment for today. Next up will be one of our own, Sarah Lee, with an interview.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Hi, welcome back and welcome to Celebrity Campus, where I will be interviewing Anissa Fritz, who is a journalism major, a junior, and also the columnist for the Daily Kansan. Anissa, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here.
Thank you. So my first question to you would be, how would you describe your column in your own words?
I would honestly describe my column as more of like an outlet for students to get help on any questions or advice that they might need. It's not as serious as having to go to like a therapist and lay down on a couch and be like, this is my life story and these are my problems. It's more just like, hey, I'm having this issue, it's kind of affecting my life, and I kind of need an outsider's perspective. And I'm kind of that outsider that's like, hey, I don't really know you personally because it is anonymous. I don't know your whole life story, but based off what you're telling me, this is the advice I can give you and this is how I could help the situation.
That's awesome. So what made you want to be an advice columnist?
Well, it's kind of weird. It kind of just landed in my lap. I was actually an opinions columnist for the Kansan a year before the advice column came out. And my editor at the time called me. She goes, hey, Anissa, do you want to have an advice column? And I was really caught off guard by it because I swore she was actually going to fire me with that phone call. And I was like, is that even a question? Yes, of course I would love to write advice columns. So it kind of just snowballed from there and just fell in my lap, like I said, and it's worked out pretty well.
That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. So what has been like your favorite question or like a memorable question that you've gotten?
That's a hard one. I get a lot of really good questions. I think one of my favorites, however, was this guy asked me a question. He goes, well, I had a girlfriend for about a year, but she cheated on me a while back, and it was about a year ago when she did cheat on me, but I still can't trust her, but I still love her at the same time. Like, how should I go about this relationship from here? And it really was hard for me to answer the question at first because at the time I actually had a friend who was going through the same issue. And I just told him, I said, hey, because I remember this because I thought it was really funny. I said, hey, keeping around a comfortable pair of shoes just because they're comfortable even though they're kind of out of style is okay. But keeping around another human being, i.e. your girlfriend, for the same reason is not. Because I find out that in relationships a lot of times people will stay in them just because they're comfortable, not because they're exciting or because they're healthy. And so that's kind of what I told him, and that was one of my favorite questions.
Yeah, definitely. So what have you like personally learned from writing an advice column?
There's a lot of things I've learned, honestly. It's helped my writing a lot, but it also helped me realize that you can't always fix everything. I know it sounds counterintuitive because it's an advice column, so you would think I would be able to help people more, but there are sometimes just questions or situations where no matter what you say or what you do, you just can't help a person unless they want to help themselves. And this applies like outside the advice column too, in everyday life as well.
Yeah, no, so just kind of as a fun thing, what's like one piece of advice that you would give yourself?
Probably you can't answer every question. A lot of times in my own personal life, I think I have to have the answer to everything. Like, I have to know everything, do everything just the right way, and honestly, that's unreasonable, and you just can't do it. So having an advice column where I actually have to answer questions, I'll get some sometimes, and I'll just be like, I physically cannot answer this question. Like, I don't know where I would go from here whatsoever. So that's kind of helped me in my personal life as well, going, okay, Anissa, you don't have to have the answers to everything at all times. It's okay to not be perfect, as cliche as that sounds.
Yeah. So, like, can you see yourself doing an advice column for like a longer time, or do you think that this is it?
I would honestly love to do it for the rest of my life. I think there's a lot of other different areas I could go as well, but if someone was like, hey, New York Times called me up and was like, do you want to have an advice column? I'd be like, I'll see if I can fit into my schedule, but secretly I would be dying with excitement inside. But I was actually talking to one of my good friends about that the other day. She was like, well, what's going to happen when you graduate? And I was like, I have no idea. Like, I want to hand it down to someone else, but then it wouldn't be Ask Anissa, it would be Ask someone else. And so I honestly don't know what's going to happen to it when I leave, but if I could do it after I left for another publication or somewhere else, that'd be awesome.
No, that's awesome. It's so nice to hear that you've really enjoyed your time as the Ask Anissa. Do people recognize you?
They do. That's actually one of the best parts about it is people will be like, hey, are you Anissa from Ask Anissa? And they say my name wrong because in print, like you would pronounce it Anissa, but in actuality it's Anissa because my mom spelled it wrong on the birth certificate. Go mom. And so they're like, hey, are you Anissa? I'm like, yes, but no, I'm Anissa, but yes, I'm glad that you recognize me. And it's really weird to see like how many students actually read it and how they also recognize me as the person as well. So it's pretty cool.
No, that's awesome. So do you know how many readers that you get like on, I don't know, like a weekly basis?
I honestly don't know that exact number. So like our analytics person for the Kansan does. I do not, however. But like I said, people will be like, hey, like I really liked your column. Like my journalism advisor even emailed me a few weeks ago and was like, hey, Nisa, that was a really great column. And I was like, you read my stuff? Like, thank you. I really appreciate that. So.
No, that's totally awesome. And then just to kind of like wrap it up, how would somebody submit a question to your column?
It's actually, okay, a lot of people think it's way more complicated than it is, but you just text the FFA number. So if the free-for-alls in the newspaper, you just text the exact same number, but instead you use the hashtag AskAnissa, and that way it goes to my Ask Anissa folder instead of the FFA folder, because those are two totally separate different things. And you just do like, hey, this is my question, use hashtag AskAnissa. And it is anonymous. A lot of people think that it's my personal phone number. I do not get your questions submitted to my phone. That is not a thing. So it just goes into that folder, and then I answer them and be like, oh, okay.
That's awesome. Well, if you ever need a question that you can ask a peer, Anissa is the person that you go to. And with that, we'll be right back.
Hey everyone, my name is Camry and I'll be having a segment each week called Chat with Cam. And today is the first live introduction show that I have for you. During this segment, I'll be discussing season trends, everyday student style, and I'll even be picking a few fashionistas and fashionistas to come and chat with me. Join me every Tuesday at 1 p.m. and every other week live in the Union at 12 p.m. for a pop-up interview. Chat with Cam will be student-based. I want to know what everyone is wearing around campus. Sports style, sorority and fraternity style, chic study style, and even campus casual. Join me next Tuesday and Chat with Cam. That will also wrap up our first Her Campus TV show. Thanks for watching, and we hope you catch you next week.
Campus is empowering. The campus is pink.
Her Campus is family.